Evening. This is Bex here, and I had a long day, but before I do anything else, I want to sit down and get some information out to you guys. Hey, good evening. Thanks for joining. Hi. Hey, Diane. Hi, Mary. Hey, everybody. I just missed someone else. Sorry. Feel free to say hi. I'm going to flip this around in just a second. Hey, guys. Woo! All right, what's up? I hope I don't have anything in my teeth. I just got back from dinner. Not bad. Looks pretty good, right? So I am coming to you tonight with some more tips from the Northeastern Regional TPT meetup. So these are great tips if you also design curriculum resources, write curriculum. If you're a TPT seller, these would be for you. If you're a teacher, these might interest you. Yes, I'm trying, right? Yeah, they can be pretty whack, but they're not too bad today, just the sides. Thanks, Mary. It is challenging, and it was raining today, which doesn't help the crazy curls, as I call them. Also, if you own your own business of any other kind, and you do any like design and layout, or you make your own social media picture images, these might be great tips for you. So I'm Bex. I'm from Reading and Writing Redhead, and I teach second grade. And if at any time you feel like these tips, as you listen to them, might help some of your Periscope friends, feel free to share out. These tips are not from me, because I am not that good with design, but they're from Erin Cobb of the blog I'm Lovin' Lit, or Lovin' Lit, and Heidi Babin from Doodle Oven. I'm going to be referring to my notes because I don't want to mess things up. So design is definitely an area of need for me. I'm not natural with matching colors or layout, so I need all the help I can get. I don't know about you gals, but I definitely really benefited from getting some advice from some more skilled people. Let's just say Heidi has a great art background, and Erin has a lot of great experience, and she recently revamped tons of her product covers and resources. So first, I'm going to give you some information about color, but you also might want to Google color wheel. So they talked about some different kinds of colors from the color wheel that go together and that would complement each other. And I was like, oh, great. Because, like, I don't know when I'm getting dressed, like, even now, look, like, I was like, black shirt, brown, like, sweater, sure. That doesn't look too great, I don't think. But here are the tips. So these are colors that would go well together. One kind is analogous colors. I hope I'm saying that right. So colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. And I don't know if Mary or if anyone in here went to this session, but feel free to correct me if I mess up. So colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. Hey, good evening, Mr. Raff. Like side by side on the color wheel, go together great. Like a blue and a blue-green, orange and a red-orange, a violet and a red-violet. Hey, and you could even do like 3 to 5. Thank you, Mary. Very helpful typing that in. So 3 to 5 analogous colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. Monochromatic is also a good way to go with your color choices. So using the values, darkness and lightness of one color. So that would be like, you know, different shades of green in your product cover or your image. All right, so that's another one. So analogous, monochromatic, complementary. So complementary colors are high contrast because they're opposite each other on the color wheel. So the most popular one or common one is red and green. Christmas colors. So those, I mean, those can get a little tired. You know, we see them so much. But another example is like blue and orange, which sounds crazy, or maybe blue and red orange, but, you know, put them together. See what you think. It might work. So those are called complementary. And then neutral colors, of course, go well together. Black, white, gray, brown, and sometimes even navy will go great together. They talked more about Heidi and Erin. Hey, Joshua, good evening. Thanks for stopping by. So Heidi Babin and Erin Cobb also talked like more specifically about warm and cool colors, and I'm not that, you know, much of an expert with that to really repeat back much of what they said. However, they did talk about, you know, some of the warm colors pop more, like red and orange. So maybe you might want to think about those instead of a background for like your font or your letters, your title. And whereas like the blue, greens, even the violets kind of recede. They're cool colors, so they might be better for the background. Next, I'm going to show you a super cool website, which I have not heard about. So this might change my life. So let me just switch over to it. Yeah, no, like, so I'm learning. Yes. Thanks for typing that in, Joshua. Let me flip this around. Oops, I'm almost stopping the broadcast. Oops, I don't want to do that. Okay. All right, phew. Yikes. Okay, bye. Bye, Mary. Nice to see you. Have a good night. Okay, that is not focused. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to like disconnect you guys and I don't know if you've ever done that, Joshua. Shut off the Periscope on your viewers accidentally. So this is from the color.adobe.com website. Oh, so sad. I'm so sorry. All right, so this website is pretty cool. So it shows you the slate color wheel, of course. So what's going on here is I have selected monochromatic, which is different shades of one color. I'm sorry for the glare. So you can see they've got like two different circles here, which would show you these colors on the bottom, sort of. I haven't explored this too much, so I don't know exactly why there's 4 or 5 here and only 2 circles here. But you can click if you want to do like analogous colors. Those are the side-by-side colors that complement each other nicely. So like, you know, these here, and here's your, this is kind of like, what do you guys call the thing when you're at Home Depot? You're looking for wallpaper, and they give you that little card with the complementary or analogous colors on it. That's what it reminds me of. Paint chip, that's right, thank you, woohoo, all right? That's why you guys are awesome. All right, so you can do complementary colors, so opposite. So check it out. Look, red and green, color swatch. Oh yeah, I've heard that expression too. Fabric, color swatch also. All right, so, but also check this out. Okay, and you can do all these. I don't know what all these are. You can try them out yourself. But if you go up here to explore, this is gonna like save my life, folks. Check this out. Color swatch or paint chip extraordinaire. So they've got already all set up for you, all these different suggestions of color combinations to use. So if you're like, ooh, I want to do some blues and purples on this product, maybe you can go with some of these. And they also give you more info so you can find out exactly how to match the suggestion. All right, there's different themes, most popular, most used, random. Let's do random. That's always fun. All right, very interesting. Wow, all kinds of ideas. You can search, so if you're like, I want some products with angry colors. All right, sorry about the camera shaking, everybody. Let's see what it comes up. I sometimes do, but I need a lot of help with it. Okay, so, oh, these are angry colors. Okay, this is really interesting. Okay, and so I think the angry snowboard. Yikes. Okay, angry red. Definitely red, angry. Let's do angry man is over here. Oh no. It's like when someone has the bad day. This is free. So let's do cool. nice emoji, Joshua. Let's do cool colors, because we know cool colors are like blue, green, and stuff. Okay, oh, but they've worked in some like other colors here. Okay, cool gray, interesting. All right, so these I think must be some that other just website users have made, not from Adobe themselves, but definitely this is going to be a great resource for me. So it's color.adobe.com. Yes, snowflake for coolness, like the weather lately in New England. I am ready for some spring weather. So check that website out. Definitely like when you're redesigning. Thank you. And thanks for typing those in, guys. And let me just see. Okay, there was a couple like tips or things to watch out for. Oh, I know someone has to buy someone a Coke. I don't know what that is, but some of my kids were talking about that today. They said the same thing at the same time. You owe me a Coke. The other kid's like, what? And so she explained it. Drinks, owe me a Coke. So funny. All right, so All right, let me find where. Okay, some other tips. So I'm not going to do like every single thing they said, but one thing was keep in mind, does your text and your resource cover does not always have to be centered. So I've been guilty of that, like centering like a crazy person. You know, you could have some centered, some on the side. So think about that. Don't have like resource cover images that are too cluttered, was something they said, are too many words. Okay, let's see what else. All right. Repetition can be good, like color, shapes, repetition in your design, images, and an odd number of things is always best. So like an odd number of little clip art kids, or an odd number of circles with one word in each circle or something. Right, exactly. Kind of like controlled. If you have a bunch of things to put on it, control the cutter a little. They showed a lot of great, if you look around and just Teachers Pay Teachers too, you can find a lot of visually appealing covers and kind of look at them and think about what works about that. Another no-no they said was red and black. And I instantly thought of my high school football team or sports team's colors, red and black. And it's true, red does not show up on black. And we always needed white. We needed white in there for letters so that we could actually read it. So no red and black was a warning. Watch out for readability. So this is something I think about myself because I teach second grade. And I make most of my products are for second grade for my class. And they have to be able to read it. Maybe I always think if the title is a little bit fancy or an interesting font. Or, you know, some headers. But the text the kid needs to be reading needs to be a readable font. But also, another suggestion was to actually like hang up your idea. If you have like a rough draft of something you're putting together, hang it up and stand like a bunch of feet away from it. I think Heidi said 10 feet. And see if it looks like readable. So try that. What else? All uppercase. They said watch out for that. Long lines of text on a cover of a resource, not good. Break up your text. That's a great question. I think actually it was Century Gothic, I think is one I use a lot outside of TPT. I've been using Lego KG Lego House. But even that has a couple letters that are weird, and my problem is often with like making resources for younger kids, the numbers. So the font, the letters can be great, but then the number 1 will look like an L or an I, or they have the pointy 4, but we use, you know, the other 4 in our handwriting program. So sometimes I have to mix and match. KG blank space sketched, or blank space is good. Linda, who is there, suggested she likes some of Jen Jones' Hello fonts, which I also used to use more often. That's a good idea. I like that. I've been using some like chalkboard type fonts, but if you have any other specific fonts, guys, that you like, feel free to throw them in the comments too. Appreciate that suggestion, Joshua. Let's see. I don't know. I don't want to go into like too much. They also talked a little bit about the rule of thirds. So I don't want to drag this Periscope out because you guys have other things to do. But try looking up the rule of thirds. Okay, Diane, cool. So the rule of thirds, if you can imagine like a 9-square tic-tac-toe grid, your grid, if you lay it over imaginary on your cover or your image, where the lines intersect are good places for images, your focal point that you want people to look at, or text. So think about that. And yeah, you can put extra info in the thumbnails. You don't need every single thing on the cover. Yeah, rule of thirds, definitely. And okay, so to sum up, if you're watching the replay, I was just doing, or just came in late, some tips about resource product cover design. I'm sorry, my nose is itching. And thanks to Erin Cobb of Love and Lit. Check out her blog. And Heidi Babin from Doodle Oven, because all this advice came from them. And the other big thing is check out the website color.adobe.com for awesome ideas of color combinations. and ways to put them together to make a really eye-catching design. So I hope those help. Want to make sure I get you those tips. I'm going to be back tomorrow. You're welcome. Thank you guys. Thanks. Yep. And then I'll be back tomorrow or the next night with more tips from one of my other sessions. I'm very glad, and I'm glad that I could Periscope. I didn't want to Periscope people's entire sessions. The entire breakout sessions are all the keynotes, plus my hand was like, trying to hold the camera for so long, but I'm so glad you guys got some stuff out of it, and it was helpful, because that's why we're here. We're here to help and work together, and we're not in competition. We are in collaboration. That's what I liked. I like that about all of us. So have a great rest of your night. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.